What's up, everybody? This is Aja George. I'm a dancer, and I'm giving a shout out to teamview.com.
Okay. So a lot of people on Twitter think that your first dancing experience that got you kind of where you are was with Aaron Fresh. So it was actually before that, and then how did that come about?
Okay, well, my I would say my first biggest job was dancing with Miley Cyrus as part of the Eminem crew. That was back in 2008. Um, the re it's actually pretty wild how I got booked for that. Um, but I'll answer that if you ask me later. But I did that, and then I just kind of rode off of that for a while, and then I went and taught a class. It was me and Shoni. Sorry, that was my phone. Me and Shoni taught a class with Marty Kudelka, who is the choreographer for Justin Timberlake. And we taught a class together, and one of Justin's dancers, his name is Eddie Morales, and his partner Punch saw the routine and were the choreographers for Aaron Fresh and said, you know what? I want that as the dance breakdown. And so they called me and Shoni and they hired us to dance with Aaron Fresh. And the rest is history. I mean, we taught Aaron the routine. He learned it fairly quickly. And then we went on the road and we did it. We thought, me and Shoni were like, oh, one show, two shows, and then it ended up being three, four, five, and then it turned into a mini tour, and then so we've been with Aaron since day one, pretty much.
Okay. And these two, like the two people that actually tweeted in and are most curious about this were at Trini Massive and at Aaron Fresh Swag, and both of them want to know what you think of Aaron.
It's funny because I actually know both of them. Aaron is one of the coolest guys that I've ever worked with. Definitely one of the coolest artists that I've worked with. Um, there aren't too many artists that I actually like, hang out with or, um, just grab dinner with or whatever. But um, like for Shoni's birthday, we invited Aaron. For my birthday, Aaron was there. We play video games together all the time. We hang out. Aaron is Aaron is definitely cool. He's a young boy growing up, and um, with that comes a lot of new things, new responsibilities and whatnot that people aren't always aware of. But he's doing a good job, and I see a bright, bright future in him because he catches dance moves really well. He sings off the charts. Like his vocals are amazing, and so he's got a future. I love it. I love working with him, and I actually miss being on the road with him because we haven't done a show with him for a while.
But you've been doing some other pretty cool shows right now. So do you want to talk a
Yeah.
little bit about some past projects and some future projects?
Past projects. Well, I don't want to talk about future projects because sometimes they don't always go through, but we did get called yesterday. Shoni and I got called yesterday for a job. Um, and if, it actually happens, it's going to be pretty cool. And everybody will probably see it. So, can't give too many hints on that one. But past jobs, Shoni and I did get to do um, Madison Square Garden with Justin Bieber as part of his movie in 3D. Um, everybody's been talking about it, so I figure, you know, might as well talk about it. But there were a lot of surprises in the show that I can't really talk about, so those I will not be giving details about. But the show was incredible. Madison Square Garden, 20,000 plus screaming fans. Um, it was incredible. I had never performed in front of a live audience that big. Um, it was just nonstop screaming and yelling and crying, and it was insane. And then like my favorite part about that job was definitely the fact that the fans, they love Justin Bieber so much that they love the people around him. Like his bodyguard will walk around and people will be like, "Oh my gosh, that's his bodyguard!" Like they know who these people are. Like Dan Cantor, the guitarist. Like people made a song about him. Like man, it's crazy. I mean, Scooter is his manager. Like, how many people's, I'm like, how many celebrities managers do you actually know? None, pretty much. But everybody knows Justin Bieber. They know who Scooter is. Like, you know what I mean? Like, his fans just are
Yeah.
so engaged in his life. I think that's incredible.
So
Yeah.
also, Step Up 3D came out a couple weeks ago, or almost a month ago
Yeah.
now. And then the LXD just finished up, and season two's gonna start in a couple weeks, couple months, something like that. So, what was it like working on both those projects? Because all three of these are with John Chu.
Yes. First of all, I want to give a huge shout out and send my love to John Chu because um, he he is turning dancers into superstars, which is what I think dancers have always wanted. Instead of just dancing behind somebody, he's giving dancers an opportunity to be artists themselves. And I love that fact, and that's something that I've always wanted to do and something I've always strived for, and John is helping that dream come true. Um, with that being said, Step Up 3D was incredible. Working on that was incredible. Um, my life just continues to grow from Eminem Crew being the biggest job to Step Up 3D being the biggest job to LXD being the biggest job, and then now Justin Bieber in 3D. So my life just keeps escalating and escalating and escalating, and a lot of it is thanks to John Chu. Even the Eminem Crew was John Chu's doing. So yeah, Step Up 3D was incredible, and then seeing my face and my hair in 3D was incredible. Um, yeah, I can't words can't even describe how much how blessed I am this year. LXD was great too. Well, Step Up 3 first of all was great because I made new family. Um, I hang out with the lead actor Rick Malambry all the time, and his beautiful wife Lisa. Well, I call her by her maiden name, but I guess she's Lisa Malambry now. And those two are incredible people, and I love them so much, and I wouldn't have ever met them if I didn't do the movie, you know. And so there's those people, and then doing LXD, you know, of course growing in another family and doing live performances with them, and being highly acclaimed enough to do like stuff like the Oscars and So You Think You Can Dance and TED Talks. Like those are opportunities that most dancers wish they could even audition for. And so doing that was such a blessing. And then now like Justin Bieber, and there was no audition for it. We just pretty much got booked on it. Um, and it man, life has been good. Life has been great.
The flow. My God.